Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday, mains and mainsettes, dudes and dudesettes, my peeps, my fam. What's up? It's Wednesday, baby. We're halfway there. Yo, you know what I forgot to put in the title? We're watching the Xbox showcase later today. I forgot to put that in the title. Hold on. Let me get that in there. Dang it! There we go. I think that'll work. That'll work. That'll do. That'll do. That. I think that'll do. Yeah. Yo, Classic, what's up? What's up? Strange night, morning. Wouldn't believe you if I told you what I heard. I don't know, man. In today's world, you might be surprised at what I would and wouldn't believe. That doesn't mean I wouldn't be surprised. But the believableness of things nowadays, you know. Aliens, there it is. Xenomorphs are here. Yeah. Gamer, what's up, brother? How are you? What it do, buddy? What it do? Happy Wednesday, guys. Yeah, we are watching the Xbox Bethesda showcase live here at 1400 hours or 2 o'clock p.m. CST. So that's roughly 7.5 hours from now. 7 hours and 40 minutes from now, something like that. Yep. Yes, I do. Classic. Yep. Java. So the plan for today is currently, not that this could potentially change a little bit, but for the most part, this plan will stay pretty static. We'll do the news as usual. Yeah, for today, January 25th. January 25th edition of Video Gaming News. Then we'll do, probably it'll be day 8 of The Forest with our buddy My Name is Pinky. And if anything comes up where Pinky's not able to come hang and play the game with us, then we'll just play some more of Yoku's Island today. But again, then at 1400 hours or 2 o'clock p.m. our time here for the channel, which is CST, Central Standard Time, right? We will be jumping over to end the stream with watching the Xbox Bethesda showcase. Cool? That's the plan. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah. So on that note, let's go ahead and get this party started, as it were. Yeah. Check out what we're listening to this morning. This is the Subnautica soundtrack. This is a survival adventure game. We're going to play it this year along with the big expansion DLC called Below Zero. Yeah, so it's a base building survival. It's mostly an aquatic game. A lot of the game takes place underwater. So it's supposed to be a very, very cool experience, and we're going to check it out this year. Finally. But this is the soundtrack. It's very good stuff. Highly recommend. Go check it out. I haven't had enough coffee. Go ahead and cut it there, and then we'll get into the news. Solid. Yep. Okay. Well, I didn't know that, but now I do. Interesting. That sounds like a spirit in distress. What did you do to upset the spirit? And is everybody okay? Aside from maybe being a little bit freaked out about the screaming spirit. Great PC games are up to 90% off in Humble's winter sale. Let's take a look at that. Well, you know, the spirit is angry. Maybe don't mess with the box anymore. You know what I'm saying? Leave the box alone. Just to be safe. Moving forward. All right. Apparently the box is special. It's a safe space for the spirit, and I would recommend not messing with the box anymore. That's just my own personal advice there, but I don't have a lot of knowledge about, the inner workings of spirits and things like that. So that would just be my initial dive into that, what what was the catalyst for spirit screaming last night? You know what I mean? That sounds like the best way to move forward. You know what I mean? Sorry you got freaked out. Justin Roiland is no longer part of High on Life Studio Squanch Games, right? This is the studio he helped build after felony charges. No way, dude. These charges are stemming from 2020. There are two different charges here from domestic abuse stuff. What has also come to light, if you didn't know, was that they settled a sexual was it like a sexual harassment lawsuit within this development studio back in like 2017 or 2018 as well, that just kind of got public notoriety. And then all this stuff about Justin Roiland as well. Interesting. Now, here's the thing that I want people to keep in mind. I don't know much about this situation. We will read more about it. What we have read in this channel up to this point is nothing that has given me substantial information leading me to believe that Mr. Roiland here is in fact, guilty of these charges that have been placed against him. And I would like everybody to just understand that the way the court systems work and the way we should try to address these things in life is that there's always two sides to each story. He's quite possibly guilty. There's also the possibility he's not, right? And I think it's important that we kind of wait until we have all the facts here before we pass judgment. People are always really quick to pass judgment whenever they come across information like this. But we don't have all the facts yet, okay? And ultimately, if Mr. Roiland here is guilty of some kind of domestic abuse, that is terrible. And he absolutely deserves to endure the repercussions and the punishments that come along with those kinds of acts, right? But I do think it's important that we understand it, we should sit back and wait until we have the facts before we pass judgment on people for things that they have been accused of before they've actually formally been gone through a process of due diligence through courts and had any kind of proof, been able to plead their case, things like that. You know what I mean? So we'll read about it. We'll see what else has come to light. But I think it's important. I think people jump to conclusions way too fast before having maybe all the information on certain topics, right? So let's take a beat. We'll find out.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, we've got it right here. We've already got this up. Justin Roiland is no longer part of Squanch Games. Xbox gaming revenue down amid lack of big releases. I'm not diving into this. This is not a surprise to us. We've talked about the fact for a bit now that, look, fiscal year 2022 has not been great for Xbox. Fiscal year 2022 is not finished yet for the gaming industry. The fiscal year for the gaming industry does not run on the calendar year. There's a difference, okay? I note this quite often, but there are a lot of people that I don't think understand. The calendar year, being January 1st through December 31st, is not the same fiscal year or business year, if you will, that the gaming industry runs on. Okay, the gaming industry runs on a fiscal year or a business year for their numbers and everything that goes from an April 1st date of one year through March 31st of the next year. So we are like in quarter 4 right now of 2022's fiscal year for the gaming industry. Once April 1st hits of this year, we will be on day 1 of 2023's fiscal year for the gaming industry. Okay, so while the year has not been great for Xbox so far, the year is not over, okay? And I think there is a very, very good chance they're going to get Redfall released before the end of the fiscal year. It will not be Starfield. I think Starfield will come out after the fiscal year. It'll come out somewhere around mid to late summer. I am assuming, okay? I don't have any kind of definitive news on that front, so please take that with just a big old pile of salt, because that's just what I am kind of piecing together myself and with a lot of different information I've been gathering from doing news segments every single day and staying current on what's going on in the industry and what's going on with Xbox and Bethesda, okay? But the entire year has not been great for Xbox, but it's not finished, okay? So we know it hasn't been great, but it's not done. So let's wait and see if they're able to maybe ramp some stuff up here right at the end of the fiscal year, okay? That doesn't mean they won't report numbers for a calendar year, though. Understand that. They will report numbers for a calendar year, but they run on a different fiscal year. Washington Post shutting down gaming section. Hey, who's that? We don't say that name. Shh. Shh. Protect the channel. Protect the channel. We've talked about this enough. I went into depth on this the past couple of news segments. Blizzard no longer has a publisher in China. The only way for people in China to play Blizzard games right now is through a VPN, potentially. That's also not going to be a viable solution. It presents other issues. So right now, Blizzard is trying to find another publisher, which used to be NetEase, to start releasing their games, publishing their games in China once again. I think there's another obstacle people aren't thinking of. Going with a new publisher for Blizzard in China is going to mean they're going to have to deal with maybe some having to go through some hoops and obstacles with the government again in collaborating with a new publisher over there. And their government is pretty brutal when it comes to constraining the regulating the gaming industry. So we'll see how it goes moving forward. We'll keep track, but I've hit on it enough. We've gone in depth on it the past couple of news segments. So if you're interested, go take a look at like January 23rd's, January 24th's edition of Video Gaming News. There are highlights here on the Twitch channel, or you can find them on the YouTube channel, okay? We talked about this as well. It's unfortunate. I've talked about this a lot. This channel is an inclusive space. We don't discriminate. There's no biases here. It's a safe space for everybody to come, hang out, be a part of, and just be who you are. As long as you are a good person, that's all that matters. As long as you're a good person and you can be civil about the fact that us as humans are inherently different, that's what makes us unique and special, and that's okay. Be accepting of the fact that we have differences. You don't have to incorporate other people's differences in your lives, but it's okay to accept the fact that other people are going to be different than you are. That's all that matters. But unfortunately, there is a lot of tension between like the LGBTQ plus community in wanting people to stay away from Hogwarts Legacy because of a lot of transphobic sentiments that J.K. Rowling, the author and creator of the Harry Potter world, has expressed. And ultimately, even though she hasn't had really hardly anything to do with the development of this game, she's going to still benefit from the fact that this game is being created off of the universe that she created. Therefore, she has rights to it and she will make money off of it. So it's unfortunately cast a very, very dark shadow, if you will, over what this game should be, which is just a fun, nice fantasy experience for people to hopefully enjoy, as long as it's a nice, developed, polished game whenever it releases. And I understand the disdain there and the reluctance, wanting people to understand why it's important to. These are issues that I mean, ultimately, people are hating on other people just for being who they are and not for pressing their views on anybody else, but they're pressing their views onto those people. They are repressing those people for who they are naturally in the world, and that sucks, man. It's discrimination, and it's just hurting one another. And ultimately, again, I think that if you're not pushing out views that hurt other people, you're not grooming other people. You're not. You're just trying to live your best life, trying to be who you are. Then why should anybody else care? So it sucks that we're having to deal with this kind of negativity surrounding this game instead of just being able to look forward to an experience. I'm going to play it. I've got a lot of people in this community that are really excited about it. And I'm excited about me and my family. We love the Harry Potter world. It's not about the author. It's not about J.K. Rowling. It's not about... I don't agree with the sentiments that she's expressed at all. So I understand people wanting to stay away from it because of that. And I absolutely can relate. I detest that. I really do. And I want people to understand that this community is a safe space for people to be who they want to be and who they are. I'm still going to try it out. but I do respect people who feel like it's something that they want to stay away from because of who J.K. Rowling is and uh, those transphobic comments and stuff. I understand that. What? Riots being held to ransom over League of Legends? No. Yo, they got hacked. Riot got hacked last week, and they were telling us that it was nobody's personal information that got leaked. So that was good. It was not their consumer, their player base, anybody like that that got personal information leaked. Nothing like that happened. But they were very kind of tiptoeing around the fact that there was some issues going on with them being able to push out updates and things like that. Um, let's see what's going on there. Game Pass losing 4 more games very soon. Xbox is saying that monthly active users hit a record. What was it? 120 million. All right, let's take a look at that. Popular Batman game, only $3.85 for a limited time. It's gonna be Arkham, one of the Arkham games. Uh oh yeah. Oh, Epic confirms a Dead Space crossover with Fortnite. Oh, sick. All right, very cool. Nintendo Switch game free to download for one more day. This was 11 hours ago, though. So today might be the last day for this. RE4 Remake reveals gorgeous steelbook images. Cool. Lego Batman 4 and Lego Mandalorian DLC reportedly in development. People love the Lego games, man. They're usually pretty good. For reals. If you've never played a Lego game and you just want something chill to like mess around with, they're pretty funny usually. And they're just a relaxing time to just like chill out, destroy a bunch of stuff, laugh a little bit. They're usually pretty comical, you know. Then check out a Lego game. Look for like one of the higher rated Lego games. They're all usually pretty solid, but there are some that are pretty high on the Metacritic ratings. And the more recent notable one was the Skywalker saga in the Star Wars Lego games that has done very, very well. Oh, dude. Gamers say their best memories with parents were spent playing games together. Interesting. I'm not going to dive into this. My parents didn't play games with me, but it was a different generation, you know? About the only kind of games I really we had like Frogger on PS1. My mom loved Frogger, dude. But outside of that, we didn't. I didn't really play games with my parents. They kind of saw video games as like a waste of time. Look at me now. uh, but I play games with my kids, so hopefully they. I don't play probably as many as I should with them, but I do play with my kids. So hopefully those will be some fond memories for my kids of playing games with dad. Jesus. Here's what critics slam a new carbon aware Xbox console. Oh, the woke brigade has come for video games by Alexander Hall of Fox News. Why am I not surprised that somebody out of Fox News is trying to slam some company for being becoming more carbon aware and energy efficient? Because Fox News is a big ass can of propaganda that only wants to prop up, uh, you know, shenanigan type crap for a dude. This is not a political platform, but Fox News, dude, is not. They should not be able to be called a news station. They don't report on truth. Fox News reports on whatever they want their agenda to be, which is what a lot of news stations are nowadays. I can't stress this enough. If you want true news reporting, you need to be very, very careful in where you're getting your information from nowadays. Most news sources have some kind of leaning agenda for one way or another in whatever part of the world they live in, for whatever country they're a part of and being swayed by. There's usually some kind of agenda they're pushing, and propaganda. They're a propaganda machine most of the time anymore. And Fox News is absolutely flipping one of them. This is not a political platform, but I want you guys to be aware that there are not just Fox News. There are many. The majority of news stations anymore don't report on truth. They take news stories, they twist and contort them and turn them into what they want people to believe is going on, and to what they want people to start believing and following. And Fox News is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the worst at doing it. So be very, very careful about where you're getting your information from, and if fact check stuff too. Check facts on information that's being thrown to you. Don't just take anything that somebody says to you and anything that you see on the internet as absolute truth. That goes for things that I say to you too. Go fact check it, man. Go find out for sure what is and what isn't, man. Do your due diligence. Don't just go regurgitate everything you hear as being factual. That is one of the biggest problems in the world that we have today. People don't want to take the time to educate themselves on a lot of issues. They just take anything that's being told to them as fact and truth, and then they go regurgitate it to everybody else, and it creates this massive monster of misinformation, and it's a snowball effect. It's terrible. So do your due diligence, man. Don't be one of the sheep that just falls into that and just follows and eats all that stupid trash information. Do your due diligence, man. Educate yourselves. Be a smart person about things. Yeah, Marvel's Avengers is dead. It's been dead. Marvel's Avengers, the video game, has basically been dead. Okay, but it is been officially announced that it isn't going to have any more content after like September of this year. They haven't even been pushing out content for it very fast, anyways. Game was kind of crap. It was pretty bland, from what I understand. Very repetitive. Too much microtransaction crap. That's a big turnoff for a lot of gamers like myself. And it didn't do well. Ferret, what's up, dude? Yo, I saw your message. I didn't have a chance to reply, but yeah. Dude, I got so lucky to find that content last night. Dude, I was worried because I couldn't remember what day that content was from. And I've been slowly working on trying to get a lot of the Breath of the Wild content highlighted out. And dude, I got really lucky just coming across that last night while I was going through episodes. I was like, oh, there are gonna be some people that want to see this. But hey, dude, you're what you said about if I went back, starting from that point and working my way backwards was actually initially my thought whenever that happened. I was like, dude, if I ever came back and had to do this island again, like if we hit 900 concurrent subs in the channel, like I said, and I would go back and 100% the game or whatever, basically. I was like, dude, if I go back to Eventide Island, I would start with that plateau and just work my way backwards. Me and you, buddy, I'm telling you, dog, we're on the same wavelength, my friend. Yeah, we've got Riot stuff up. They've got some bad stuff going on with this hack. They got hacked, and now we're getting some details about what actually is going on there. Oh, okay, dude. Yeah, I'll check it out. Yo, remind me if I don't look at. I'm gonna get through the new stuff first. Remind me. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Unless I need to look at it before then. Fox News can get wrecked, dude. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, if I don't remember, remind me, and I'll take a look at it before we start gaming. So I can't believe, dude. Oh, the news suggestion. No, I didn't, dude. What? Oh, no, no, no. When was this? Oh, no, dude. I didn't see this last night. Wild. Oh, thanks, dude. Oh, yeah. I've already got stuff up on this, dude. Yeah, thanks, though. Yeah. I've got an article up. Yep. Where's it at? We've got a lot of crazy stuff. Justin Roiland's out at Squanch Games, dude. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Yeah, Riot Games being held ransom. Yeah, I'll pull that other article up that you linked, dude. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't even see that, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I had some notifications when I woke up this morning, dude. You got that in there late last night. I was sleeping, brother. I was sleeping. I woke up and I saw a few notifications on my phone, but I didn't see that one. I didn't notice that whenever I was running around a little bit late this morning. I didn't see that. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, dude. I used to be too, Ferret. You're a night ferret. You're not an owl, dude. But I'm at the night, dude. I always used to be too. I was always a night person, man. I was always up at night. A ferret owl, dude. That would be dope. Owl ferret. Either way works. Um, Yo, we should get an AI image generator to make us some ferret owl, like a ferret owl and then an owl ferret, and see which one comes out looking cooler. Like an owl bear, yeah, but with ferret instead of bear. Yeah, basically. I used to be the same way, man. And then my wife converted me. My wife was always a early riser, early to bed kind of person, and then she converted me, dude, a number of years ago. Yeah, but more rodent like. Yeah, Mithril, what's up, dude? Albert Womp you. How you doing, Mithril? What's up, buddy? Wick, what up? Yo, happy Wednesday, guys. Uh, it is cold, brother. Yeah, we got a lot of snow last night. Yeah, we got a lot of snow. We got snow trucks everywhere right now. Uh, yeah, it feels like about 20, mid 20s. Feels like about mid 20s. Dude, it's gonna snow all day too, apparently. It's just gonna snow all day, apparently. It's the OA special today. Yeah. Yeah. You got crazy weather too, Mithril, for real? Yeah. Let's keep going. This is stupid. So a bunch of Fox News reporting is calling Xbox uh, crazy and accusing them of being like woke or like submitting to like woke culture for making they're trying to make their consoles more carbon aware. Fox News is so stupid, dude. It's so dumb. Again, I just hit on this, but man, find your information, find your news from credible sources, not these propaganda machines like Fox News, man. There are some legitimate independent news sources out there that still report on the truth. You can find them. I think Reuters is one. Um, there aren't a lot of them, but there are some of them out there that still do a pretty good job at reporting on the truth. And you should be looking for that kind of information, not, you know, this false narrative driven propaganda agenda stuff that a lot of these news stations push on people, man. Uh yeah, it's terrible. It really is. But look, I mean, that's what I try to get people to understand. Like, you really got to. It sucks that you can't just accept what because really a lot of these stations shouldn't be able to label themselves as news stations. It's not news. It's not. They should be labeled. It should be labeled as Fox fake news. Well, I think that's the big thing though. Is and look, I talk about this a lot, but if you don't start somewhere, this is the catalyst for change. You know what I'm saying, Mithril? So change is a slow process. But look, dude, this is the only planet we have right now. You know what I mean? And I mean, am I the most friendly person to the environment and stuff like that? No, absolutely not. But you know, I've given this example. Like for instance, I mean, we don't have recycling picked up at our residence, but dude, we went and bought a big bin that we have a recycling center here in our city. We bought a big recycling bin, dude, and we put all of our recyclable materials in it. And whenever it's filled up, dude, we throw it in the car and we go and take it and we dump all of our recycling out. You know what I mean? So I mean, we don't we're not the best, but we try to do our part, and I think it's that kind of mentality is getting people to buy in that every little bit helps. This is the only planet we have right now. You look at the oceans, what we're doing to the oceans and things like that. You know what I mean? The oceans are a critical part of sustaining life on this planet, and we have absolutely obliterated them, man. It's crazy. I don't drive my car, dude. I just look at it. You're the one with I mean, I get it. You got the Prius, okay? Not everybody can be Wick, all right? Uh, well, I mean, we drive the wife's car. The wife's car is actually just a four-cylinder with the wife's car is an EcoBoost car. It's got a four-cylinder with a turbo on it. So we get like between 30 to 35 miles per gallon. Uh, Dual stacks on the Prius. No, I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. Oh, dude. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why, Mithril. Yeah, yeah, dude, Mithril. Sometimes just because there's like settings in the channel for auto mod, weird things will get caught. But that, I mean, the thing for me is like because of the kind of community we run here and cultivate. I would rather things get caught that don't need to get caught than things slip through that should have been held for moderation. You know what I mean? Oh no, Miss Bat, are you for real? You're stuck in the snow? Wick! Oh, dude, you made me laugh at her. That sucks, dude. Oh no. Oh, oh, dude. Oh, Miss Bat, I'm so sorry. God dang it, Wick. You're laughing too. That was actually a really funny comment, Wick. Um, Dual stacks on the breeze. Fair. You have a hybrid car. I don't, dude. I have a very not environmentally friendly car, dude. I have a very not environmentally friendly car. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, Cass, what's up? How are you? Oh, good, Miss Bat. Nice. Okay, good. Yeah, it's very snowy where I'm at too. We're getting snow like all day too. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Miss Bat, let me know that you make it okay and everything, okay? Yeah. Logging on for work. Let's go, Cass. Cool. It's good to see you, my friend. Happy Wednesday, guys. Miss Bat, I'm really sorry. That sucks. Um, yeah, dude. I've got a 5.7 liter V8. I've got a Challenger, dude. So, but I don't drive it very often. I don't drive it very often. It's my baby, dude. I'm an American muscle car fan, dude, and that's that's one of those spots where I feel bad. 40 miles per gallon, yeah, I get like probably about 17 city. But I will say I have an overdrive. So mine's a stick shift. I got a stick, but I have an overdrive. My sixth gear is overdrive, and it cuts off four of my cylinders. If I'm above about 65 miles per hour, it'll cut off six of my cylinders. And no, it's a Challenger. Yeah, it's a car. Yeah, it's a car. It's a two-door American muscle car. And so whenever I'm on the highway, dude, I'll get closer to like 25, 26 to the gallon. So yeah, I don't know. I love that car though. Yeah, Hellcats are dope, dude. Mine's one of the first. I've got a 2010. I've got a 2010, dude, all leather. It's a standard. It's a manual. It's everything that I wanted in a Challenger, dude. It's red. I actually, dude, I got the Demon wheels. Oh yeah, we got four wheel drive on my wife's car, Miss Bat. Yeah, we've got a four wheel drive vehicle as well. But dude, I got the Demon replica, the Challenger Demon. You know, I got the replica wheels, dude, and put those on my car. I replaced the stock wheel. The stock wheels on my Challenger were really. They were only like 7.5 inches wide or something. They were really bad. And I replaced the stock wheels on my Challenger with Demon replica wheels. So I put like, what are they, 10.5 inches on the back, but it's like 11.5 inches of rubber. And then on the front, so it's a staggered setup. And on the front, they're like 9.5 or 9 inch wheels on the front. So like almost 10 inches of rubber on the front, something like that. It looks really good. It's got that real old school looking muscle car look to it. So it's got like fatter tires and wheels in the back than it does in the front. You know what I mean? I love it. Let's get back into the news. You guys get me talking about stuff I wouldn't normally be talking about right now. Let's go. Sorry. Miss Bat, I hope that everything's okay. Let us know that you make it all right. Uh, this crap's ridiculous. Destiny 2's been offline for more than half a day? What? Ferret, did you know that? Ooh, interesting. I've been getting withdrawals. You're like scratching and sweating and stuff. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, I'll pull this up real quick. We probably won't take a deep dive into this. We've already seen some of these Fallout TV series like still images and stuff, but we haven't seen any in a while, so I'll pull that up real quick. Yeah, Dead Space and Fortnite are doing a mashup. They're doing a collab coming up. I've already got an article up on that. Got that up. Oh, finally, the Lord of the Rings Gollum has a new release date window. That was supposed to release in like September of last year, man. Yo, we're watching the Xbox Bethesda showcase today, man. Today. It's like that Dave Chappelle skit, you know? He's like scratching and his lips are all white. You're jonesing out for that flipping Destiny 2, dog. Wait, the release date leaked online? Is this not what we looked at yesterday? Ooh, it does look like a definitive release date. Interesting. Future Game Show, Spring Showcase. Dude, we got a lot of news today. Let's stick with that. I'm not going to go to page 3. We got a lot of articles. Let's dive in here. All right, man. We're going to get into the articles now. Sorry for getting a bit off track there with vehicle stuff. Sometimes I get off topic a little bit, but it's your fault, man. Broke something bad? Ooh, gross, Ferret. Oh no, dude. Yeah, it's coming up. It's our next article, dude. We'll read on it. See what's going on with Destiny 2. Happy Hump Day, guys. Keep grinding. The weekend will be here before you know it. Today at 1400 hours, man. For my time, that would be 1500 hours Eastern, or what? Are we talking noon? Yeah, noon. Pacific. We're gonna be watching the Xbox Bethesda showcase here in this channel. So come hang out. Let's see what Xbox and Bethesda have to show us. We know that Starfield won't be there. It'll be like Redfall, probably the friends and family plan stuff, and they'll show us some other stuff too. But we're gonna watch it live here. We're gonna finish up the news segment. We'll do gaming, and then we're gonna end the stream today watching the Xbox Bethesda showcase. So come hang out, okay? So 2:00 p.m. our time for the channel, 3:00 p.m. Eastern, and noon Pacific, okay? Or 1:00 Mountain, I think is what it is. I'm not good with Mountain time, but I think that's correct. Future Game Show Spring Showcase to broadcast on March 23rd. Look forward to 70 minutes. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Ferret. Thanks for helping the 3-head out, dude. Well, I did say that earlier. I mean, so yeah, it'll be roughly. Sorry, Mithril. Yeah, I did do that earlier, man. We're talking about 7 hours from now, buddy. 7 hours from now. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Well, it'll be the VOD will be up after we finish the stream. The VOD will be up. So if you want to go back and I mean, obviously this won't be the only place that you can watch it or whatever, but we'll have the VOD here on the channel if you just want to see what we were talking about and kind of reacting to as far as what we saw in the showcase, dude. The VOD will be here with it. You know, just look at today's VOD at the end, and you'll see the us watching the showcase. Cool. If you want, it'll be there for you, buddy. Future Game Show Spring Showcase. Look forward to 70 minutes of new trailers, announcements, and unseen games, plus a spotlight on the best VR titles. Thanks, Wick. Games Radar Plus is thrilled to confirm our first digital game showcase of 2023, the Future Game Show Spring Showcase, broadcasting on March 23rd. Deliver over an hour of exciting new trailers, announcements, developer interviews, and playable demos. FGS is rapidly becoming one of the best ways to find exciting, unusual, and new games, with previous shows including the world premieres of Inventive Puzzler, The Case of the Golden Idol, and Sam Barlow's interactive trilogy, Immortality. I can't talk. I need coffee. The Future Game Show has also featured AAA blockbusters from LEGO Star Wars to Death Stranding, reaching over 300 million viewers since its debut in June of 2020. Yeah, so Future Game Show is Game Radar's flagship game showcase. Has featured over 400 games from publishers like Square Enix, Private Division, Kojima Productions, Warner Brothers Games, Team 17, Sony, Sega, Frontier, Ubisoft, Devolver, and many more leading developers. The event is broadcast live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all major streaming platforms, you know. They have some information here about how you could potentially get your game showcased on their upcoming, have your game as part of their upcoming showcases, okay? There's information in here if you're interested in that. So I'll link this for you guys just in case, but I'm going to, what did I do, dude? I'm an idiot. There we go. There it is for you guys. If you needed that information, the article's there in chat. I'm going to keep this up. I'll bookmark this. We will be watching. Look, I try to watch. Did they say what time this is going to happen? They didn't, did they? They just gave us a date. Okay. So I try to watch all these major showcases here in the channel with the community because I love watching this stuff with you guys. So we'll bookmark this. Actually, we'll just wait. We've got roughly 2 months left. As we get closer to this happening, if this date does not change, as we get closer, we'll get more information about the definitive time and everything, and we'll watch it here in the channel. More than likely, okay? Destiny 2 has been offline for more than half a day due to progress tracking issues. Destiny's 2 servers have been down for more than half a day as Bungie tries to fix a major issue with progress tracking, and Ferret is having to be put into the hospital because he's breaking down from not being able to play. The studio took the servers down at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and 7 p.m. GMT on Tuesday to, quote, investigate an ongoing issue causing certain triumphs, seals, and catalysts to lose progress for players. At the time of Bro, at the time of writing, some 16 hours later, I'm dying, dude. The game remains offline. Bungie estimated earlier that a fix will be deployed around 3 to 4 a.m. PT Pacific time or 6 to 7 a.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. noon GMT, but notes that this is subject to change. Quote, we are testing a fix, the studio tweeted on Tuesday night. Once testing is complete, we will deploy and verify the fix before bringing Destiny 2 back online. We will also be rolling back all player accounts to their state as of 8:20 a.m. PST prior to hotfix 6.3.0.5 going live. Bungie then provided 3 further Twitter updates stating that, quote, investigations and tests to resolve the issue were still ongoing. Its latest tweet wrote, our investigation and testing continues to set expectations this issue will not be resolved tonight. Quote, we are estimating a timeline of 3 to 4 a.m. PST tomorrow, January 25th, for our fix to get deployed. Timeline subject to change. More info will be provided once available. Interesting. I mean, you know, these major developers, you know, they sandbox this stuff. They, you know, they have testing beds for releasing these kinds of updates. Yeah, 9 hours ago too. Yeah, and unfortunately, man, it's just not always the same kind of result as deploying it into the actual real-time environment, you know, and this seems to be one of those issues, dude. Something went very, very wrong. Yeah, I mean, I just, if they didn't test bed this before rolling it out into their live servers, I'd be really surprised, dude. Anybody that's not doing that nowadays is, what year is it? And a company like Bungie too? Hold on, guys. Apologies. Look, dude. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I even assume that. I've been in so many situations with IT stuff that I've just been like flabbergasted, dude, by the lack of infrastructure and God dang it, this guy. What's up, Psych? What's up, dude? Because I've worked a lot in the IT world. You know, I've got degrees in there. I've got certifications and stuff. And the amount of stuff, I've never been on the development side of things of like video games and stuff. But what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Yeah, everybody's trolling me, dude, with language stuff because I'm a pleb. I'm a language pleb. But I don't know why I just assumed that everybody in the development world, especially big developers, would be doing the correct thing. I don't know why, Ferret. Why would I assume that? You know what I mean? You know, that's just stupid on my part. So yeah, you're probably right, dude. Uh, so there, we'll see what comes with the Destiny 2 stuff. That's terrible. Sorry, Ferret. That sucks, man. Fallout TV series set pics look exactly like the games. We've seen a lot of stuff already, like super duper marts and stuff like that. Like it's pretty crazy. After Sonic the Hedgehog and Uncharted movies started the ball rolling, The Last of Us has now officially made live action video game adaptations the hottest thing in Hollywood. Has anybody started watching The Last of Us yet? Um, Not your type of movie or show. I respect that. Yeah. Um, I'm just interested because I know there are a lot of people that love the game, and we've been following season's over. Dude, that's exact. I'm gonna binge it. Yeah, I'm waiting until all the episodes come out. There's like 8 more, I think. And then no, just um, jeez, bro. Yeah, says Wig. Uh, oh really? Yeah, I mean, for me, like, napkin, please. The That's kind of what I do too, Psych. That's what I've been talking about. I'm just gonna wait until it all comes out, and then I'm just gonna binge it. I'm just gonna get like 1 month of HBO Max. I'm gonna binge that entire show, and I'll see what else is on HBO that I want to watch, and I'll just be done with HBO for like a month until something else comes out I want to watch. So I don't know. Eggs over easy. Yeah, my son just hooked me up, dude. He's been trying. He's been starting to learn how to cook eggs. So he's been getting up and like cooking himself scrambled eggs, and he's always like, "Uh, you want eggs tomorrow morning?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'll eat some eggs." So he makes me eggs and toast in the morning, dude. Very sweet, very sweet. I got sweet kids, dude. They're good kids. Uh, so I don't know. I was just interested. I mean, we have been watching the. There's so many adaptations nowadays, and from video games into the TV or series, not TV, but series and movie world. And we had been following The Last of Us for a while, and it looked like it was going to be very good. And so far, critics seem to agree that it's a pretty solid production. So I'm just interested if anybody had watched it, like what they thought of it. I didn't know if there were going to be people in the community that were able to hold off, because I'm going to hold off and just binge it. But I didn't know if there's anybody that was going to be able to be like, "Oh, I got to watch it now," you know? So after the Sonic the Hedgehog and Uncharted movie started the ball rolling, The Last of Us has now officially made live-action video game adaptations the hottest thing in Hollywood. That's going to mean studios scrambling over themselves to sign up every half-successful game they can think of. Several promising productions were already underway before The Last of Us debuted, and we've already seen leaked and official set photos of Amazon's Fallout show. Let's see what we got here. Quit it. They were all of the Fallout shelter itself, though. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. Which led some to speculate the show might be primarily or solely set in the vault. No. What? Dude, we've seen all kinds of images of like stuff outside of the vault. Hey, bro. Oh, dog. I'll start working on that, brother. That's pretty funny, dude. That's pretty funny. Wait, bro. No dairy, just pellets for ferret. Pellets to munch on while playing some Destiny 2. If it ever goes live again. Sorry, ferret. This says they were all Fallout of the Fallout shelter itself, which led the official ones were, but not the leaked ones, which led some to speculate the show might be primarily or solely set in the vault. Newly leaked site, bro. Newly leaked photos of exterior sets prove otherwise. The photos are of what is clearly a red rocket petrol station featured prominently in the marketing for Fallout 4. First home base you make for yourself in the game. It's so close to the games, you could almost mistake it for a screenshot. We've seen power armor already, too, with the Nuka-Cola logo clearly on display and the familiar retro-futuristic 50s-style vehicles from the game. As promising as these images are in terms of getting a show that looks exactly like the games, we'll still know very little about it. No word on the plot yet, other than it's set around Vault 33, which hasn't featured in any of the games, and that it stars Walter Goggins. The series is being overseen by Westworld creators Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy, while showrunners Geneva Robertson Dworet and Graham Wagner were previously writers on Captain Marvel and Portlandia, respectively. Beyond that, though, what the Fallout show is actually about is currently a mystery, as is when it will debut on Amazon. Let's see these real quick. So they've got like this, right? But no. See, we had seen that, but dude, we had seen a lot of other stuff too. Hold on. We had seen like Super Duper Marts. We had seen let's see these. Why they cater to your every need? Oh, you guys are not comparing me, dude, to Andrew Taint, bro. Don't even start. Look, I didn't. My kids are sweet, bro. They're good kids. They just my son is very caring. Both my kids are very caring. Don't turn this into something it's not. You got me? And my son has started wanting to learn how to cook, and he makes himself eggs, and he's just considerate and was like, "Do you want eggs tomorrow morning?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I would take some eggs." Don't be trying to compare me to Andrew Taint, bro. Kids making breakfast. This is child labor. Wife cooks nice burgers. Are you a bitch? I am the chonkiest of witches, bro. OA lives in Romania. He can do this. Jesus. Why they cater your every need? She drives you around. You are a pillow princess. Is this his coffee being refilled? What was that interaction? His name is Andrew Misogyny Taint. Not Tate. Taint. I don't even care. Look, that dude is a hot mess. God, dude. I do eat it all. I just don't eat while I'm doing the news, man. I wait until I'm done with the news and then I eat while we start gaming. Just let him get cold to show him who's boss. Be like, yo, these are cold now. Make me fresh ones, kid. Kid, Fresh eggs. These are cold. They're laughing at me, dude. Look at these pictures, though. Red Rocket, Sparky. We had seen more than just this, though, dude. It does look like something. They've done a really good job. I'll show you some of the other images. They're not showing the images we've already seen on the channel before. These look great. They do. Look at the Nuka-Cola machines. Dude, the sets look fantastic. Check these out. Super duper mart. From show. Images. Yeah, look at this. So these are some of the ones we had seen earlier, right? These are some of the early images that we had seen from the show. Let's go here. That's like a super duper mart. Obviously, this is like them working on the set and stuff. They're like making the super duper mart. Then there was also power armor. Power armor for the fall. No, not videos, dude. Images. These are images right here that were supposed to be of them working on the power armor for the Fallout show and everything too. So we've seen a lot of stuff. The fact that this article we just read was talking about how all we've seen is like stuff within the vault. No, that doesn't make any sense. We've seen a lot of stuff already. Maybe they hadn't, but we've seen a lot of other reports of there. Here's some more of it. This one right here, yeah. I'll link this one, but I can't tell if those almost look CGI right there. Those don't look real. Yeah, those are CGI. Those are from the game. But it's trying to show you the comparison of what they're making on the show to what the power armor looks like in game. You know what I mean? So we've seen other stuff from the adaptation for Fallout, but we'll get more moving forward for sure. Let's keep going. The Lord of the Rings Gollum release date window revealed. Dude, we were watching this like all year last year and waiting for this to release, and it never hit. And then right before it was supposed to, they were like, "Oh, we're delaying it." It was like, "Oh, okay." If you haven't heard about this, it's literally an entire Lord of the Rings game centered around playing as Gollum. Or Schmeagol, whoever you want to refer to him as. I mean, he's not really Schmeagol anymore, but, as Gollum, because this is him, right? But there's so much of the Lord of the Rings story that revolves around Gollum, right? And what this experience is supposed to be is giving you a look at everything that happens during this timeline of what Gollum goes through, yeah? Which is kind of a cool take, I think. Nikon delayed the Lord of the Rings Gollum back in July of last year, but didn't give much of an update after that. It still doesn't have an exact release date. The company did reveal that the stealthy title is still coming out this year, sometime between April and September. Spud, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what the timeline is. I just meant there's so much that goes on with Gollum, and a lot of people haven't, like, I haven't necessarily read all the books or anything, but I do know there's just a lot that I haven't looked at the memes yet, no, but I do know I need to go in there and look. I've just been I've got to get the new stuff done first, and then I'll go take a look. So I don't know when this timeline is taking place, Spuds. So specifically for the game, and I don't think you're meaning that like the timeline for the game is an 800-year timeline. I think what you're referring to is like the timeline for that universe or for the that entire period for Gollum could be like 800 years of like content, right? So when that's actually happening for Gollum, and the Lord of the Rings stuff is like 800 years worth of stuff, right? So where this is all taking place in that timeline, it could be the Longing, but in Lord of the Rings, yeah. So I don't know exactly, but I do know there's a ton of storyline that revolves around Schmeagol / Gollum, and I think it's neat that they're providing this, right? Instead of something that we see normally, that's centered around a lot of these other characters. He's kind of always been like a side piece in a lot of the things outside of the books, you know? Still doesn't have an exact release date, but the company did reveal that the stealthy title is still coming out this year sometime between April and September. It wasn't a widely publicized announcement, as the game's Twitter account hasn't yet acknowledged the more defined release window. However, Nacon's financial report noted that the Lord of the Rings game will come out in the first half of fiscal year 2023-24, which would put that in that April to September timeframe. Yes, again, if you're not familiar, fiscal year for the gaming industry runs on an April 1st through March 31st timeline. It's not a calendar year. So we are right now at the end of fiscal year 2022 for the gaming industry, which will end on March 31st. Then on April 1st of this year, we will hit day one of 2023's fiscal year for the gaming industry, right? Gollum's the hero, though. Without him, Frodo becomes a full-fledged Sauron sim. Yo, let it happen, dude. Let it happen. Fellow licensed game RoboCop Rogue City is also included in the company's forecast, which is slated for June of this year. Lord of the Rings Gollum has been in the works for some time. It was originally announced in March of 2019, slated to come out in 2021 before being quickly pushed to 2022. Just after the new year began, Nikon finally settled on a release date back in May of 2022 before announcing a delay in July, noting it had to push the game by a few months. Yeah, so looks like we should be getting, unless it gets, look, here's the big thing though. If this game gets delayed one more time, I'll be really, really scared of it by that point. I'll be really, really scared of it at that point because they've had a couple of delays already, and that'll be just again, that's always an indicator for me that maybe this development process for this specific title, or even the development process that are processes that are going on within this development studio, are not going very well. Wait, what? Yeah. But we've seen RoboCop was coming out too for a little bit now at the end of last year, and RoboCop could be cool, yeah, which is going to be coming out in June. That's neat. So we'll keep track. It could. Look, I've said this before, though. What used to be a bigger problem in the industry, was meeting that timeline and not worrying about delaying, right? So there got to be this point in the industry, which we saw all too often with games being released that weren't ready, yeah? And so many of us as the consumer and gaming enthusiasts went, just delay it, dude. Just delay the game. Make sure it's polished to a great extent. We don't expect no bugs or anything, but make sure it feels at least fairly decent on release, right? So now what we deal with, right? Cyberpunk, dude, No Man's Sky. I mean, you name it, dude. There's a ton of examples, yeah. But, yo, did anybody see the clip I put in about CDPR into the Clips channel, by the way? There's a nice CDPR clip in there for you guys I made last night. Or I highlighted out of a Breath of the Wild play. What this has resulted in, though. Oh, okay. I see what you did there, Wick. I see. What this has resulted in is now I feel like developers being a bit too trigger happy, if you will, with throwing out release dates, right? So I understand that it's not always easy to forecast, and they want to build up a hype machine and everything, but it's resulted in, I think, developers feeling a bit too comfortable with giving us delays now, maybe. You see where I'm coming from? Because now what we get are developers, like, we see just continuous delays. It's like, okay, it's coming out at this date. Oh, we're delaying it. And then we get close to that date. Oh, we're going to delay it again. And it's like, Jesus, so now it's kind of resulted in an entirely different problem for us, right? There are a lot of different moving parts in the development process, from the developers to the publishing to the marketing. There's a lot of different stuff that goes on in all of that, especially with the big developers, right? But whatever the case may be, and whoever is to blame in that entire process, it doesn't negate the fact that we have an entirely new issue now, right? Which is the fact that there are release dates being thrown out too quickly, which means there's not enough communication going on between the different departments within these productions of these games, right? And ultimately, it's creating an issue where we see delay after delay after delay. Skull and Bones, Jesus. You know what I mean? What, to the point of, like, Skull and Bones had an entire flippin', what was it, September or October? Entire showcase about how they were finally going to release that game. And then they delayed it again, dude. And now they just delayed it again. So, yeah, you might not be wrong, Ferret. It could mean they have a good quality assurance and a dev team. It could. That's what you would hope. You would hope that it means they have a good quality assurance team and a good development team, and that the rest of the company is listening to that feedback and going, oh, hey, we probably shouldn't release this yet, because ultimately we would rather it just not release until it's ready, if at all, rather than feel duped. But it does create an entirely new issue of just dates being thrown out way too early. And I think or production teams feeling like it's okay to just continually delay stuff, And, dude, I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable with seeing a game just get delayed over and over and over. If I see more than, like, 2 delays on a game, even whenever I see 2 delays on a game, I start getting worried about what that game's going to feel like when it comes out. If I start seeing more than 2, I'm really sketched, and I'm not going to play it on release. There's no way. So I think that fixing one issue has unfortunately resulted in an entirely another issue that needs to be fixed in the video gaming industry at this point. I understand it's not an easy thing to project. I understand that, the hype machine is real. And in this industry, there needs to be hype build behind games and stuff like that. But there are developers and publishers that are very good at doing this. And then there are some that are actually absolutely terrible. So it's not like there aren't examples of good ways to get this kind of stuff done, businesses that are good at doing this. There are some that are bad, though. But we'll see what's to come of Lord of the Rings, Gollum, and RoboCop in the near future, I'm sure. Assassin's Creed Mirage release date leaks online, guys. The next AC game, dubbed AC Mirage, is set to release sometime this year. I'm sure it is, yeah, to find the balance. Yeah, absolutely. But unfortunately, again, ultimately it's resulted in fixing one issue for the most part. Anyways, not that we don't still see some bad releases and stuff. Getting developers more comfortable with delaying releases has resulted in another issue, unfortunately. When this year, we still don't know. Ubisoft has yet to disclose a release date for the PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, S, and Amazon Luna. However, previous rumors and reports have suggested it's coming out this summer. Fast forward to this week. Now a Polish retailer has listed the game for a summer release date. According to Polish retailer Allegro, the Ubisoft game is coming out on June 30th, 2023. June 30th is a Friday, the most common day for games to release, especially AAA games. So the date checks out in this regard. However, June 30th is also the final day of June, which means this may be nothing more than a placeholder. This would make sense because it's unclear why a regional retailer would know about the game's release date unless it's going to be revealed imminently and go up for pre-order. Yeah, this is not official either, dude. Like, I just don't put any stock in this. If you want to take a look at the trailer and everything for Mirage, I mean, we've seen all this, but I really wouldn't put very much stock in that. That's just some like water cooler talk stuff, man. Popular Batman game only $3.85 for a limited time. A popular Batman game is only $3.85 US, but only for a limited time, and unfortunately only available via a single platform. Turning into OA fake. God dang it. No, we're not, dude. Fact check your stuff, dude. If you're on Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S or X, or any gaming console under the sun, you're out of luck. Still is not available to you. If you're a PC gamer and have Steam, then this deal is for you, courtesy of Green Man Gaming. Man, I haven't been on Green Man Gaming in quite a while. The third-party retailer is that... Oh, okay, cool. The third-party seller is currently, at the moment of publishing, giving away Steam codes for the standard edition of Batman Arkham Origins at 81% off, which knocks the game down to, from $20 to $3.85 US. How long this deal is available is not specified. In other words, by the time you're reading this, it's very possible it may have expired. Look, the Batman Arkham games are notorious for being a benchmark in setting the tone for action fighting games moving forward in the video gaming industry. The mechanics that they incorporated, the fighting mechanics and stuff that they incorporated in these games were game changing, if you will. And I haven't played these games. I own all of them. I've got to get them streamed at some point. We've got to play them, but they're notorious for being very iconic due to that fact. Most of them are supposed to be very, very good, fun experiences. This one is a 74 on Metacritic. Here's what I'll say, though. If you're going to get this on Steam, quite often you can get an entire bundle, the entire Batman Arkham bundle on Steam during certain sales. There are certain times of the year where Steam will do sales. These are getting to be kind of old games at this point. Hush your mouth. Check it out. See, you can get the Batman Arkham Collection. And this includes like the Game of the Year editions for most of these games in the season passes and everything. So you're going to get like virtually everything that these titles have to offer. There's like 4 of them, I think. Aren't there 4 of these? And you'll get all like the extra content in them and stuff like that in this collection. Yo, Fair, thanks. I was about to pull up that website too. Thanks, buddy. So if you're not in a rush to grab the title right now, usually, Steam does these big, massive sales a few times during the year. And if you just throw like one of these on your wish list or something, then you'll get notified when it goes on sale. And then if you come in and look, you'll find the entire Batman Arkham collection at a very, very, very low price at some point. It won't be like $4 like that single title is, but it'll probably be somewhere between like 10 to 15, something like that. And you'll get the entire series and all the DLC and all that stuff. So if you can hold off, that might be a play for you, okay? Just my 2 cents there. But Yes. Right here on Green Man Gaming. It's missing Arkham Original. Okay. This one. Origins, you mean? Origins? I'm sorry. It is missing this one? It's missing this one? Really? Interesting. Wow. Okay. Why was I thinking that like Origins was just similar to one of these other games though? I haven't played them. I just wasn't there one of these games that was like I don't know. I'd have to look into it. But yeah, I know you've played them, Ferret. Yeah, I recall you saying that. Yep. That's why I was kind of asking that. Anyways, um, you go check your facts, sir. So actually, if you take a look at this, the they've got like Game of the Year pack, Asylum City. They've got a bunch of the Batman Arkham stuff on here for cheap. Hold on. So Origins is the third entry. It's the third entry. Yeah, they have a lot of the other ones on there. Yeah. Oh, on GMG. Yeah. I saw there's a lot of other stuff on there too. So for the Batman stuff, but if you're wanting to play yo random mode time, let's go. Try to get a free sub, guys. Let's go. Ugh! You what, mate? Origins was also not made by Rocksteady. Ooh, oh, okay, interesting. Oh, it's WB Games Montreal and Splash Damage and Iron Galaxy Studios. Yeah, there you go. Yo, nice catch, Spud. Thanks. Feels bad, man, dude. No, that's just feels bad, man. Good catch, Bud. Yeah, man. So what's the I don't know. You'll have to look into it. I'm not gonna dig into it any further. But there are a lot of these, and they've got a number of them on sale here on Green Man Gaming. I'll post this in right now. But if you're into wanting some of these Batman games, they've got some decent sales right now. Okay. What? Epic Games confirms Dead Space crossover with Fortnite. Here you go, Wick. Here you go. Isaac Clarke and his plasma cutter are now available via the Fortnite store. Yo, Killing, what's up, my friend? How are you, Killing? Epic Games has confirmed a Dead Space crossover is now live in Fortnite with Isaac Clarke available as a playable character. The Strange Transmissions quest pack went live yesterday. It's 2 days ago, January 23rd, and includes the Isaac Clarke costume alongside a personalized life monitoring system, a rig back bling, a portable Planet Cracker USG Ishimura back bling, and his iconic plasma cutter. The Dead Space bundle will set players back £10, but also comes up with up to 1,500 V-Bucks, which can be earned via special Dead Space inspired quests. Check it out. Look at that news. Check that. That's pretty cool, dude. Dead Space is a great game. The originals, anyways. Yo, 2 days until, was it 2 days until Dead Space Remake hits? I think so. Pretty cool. If you're a Fortnite player and a Dead Space fan. The Fortnite crossover comes ahead of the release of EA's Motive's Dead Space Remake, which is due out January 27th. According to a recently revealed list of in-game achievements, the remake will feature an alternative ending, though no further details have been revealed. Last year, it was confirmed that the Dead Space remake will include hundreds of potential encounters designed to scare players who are revisiting previously explored areas of the game. Now, you're not traversing through trams or having breaks between chapters. That was something that we wanted to do to increase the immersion, explained senior producer Philip Ducharme. Dead Space was an amazing game for immersion. How can we push that? Ducharme went on to tell NME that the team wanted to avoid doing anything that would offend hardcore fans of the original game. Yeah, it's a tough thing. I've talked about this before. Doing a remake of a game that's so iconic, it's tough. It's a hard line to walk. Making a game modern, but still maintaining the core of the game that made it so amazing in the first place. And we'll see how well they did with that whenever it releases in 2 days. Elsewhere, in Fortnite, it's been confirmed that Kid Leroy is set to preview upcoming single Love Again alongside 3 unreleased tracks. Okay. Cool. If you need more here, I'll throw it in chat for you. Well, they've done, dude. They've done, yeah. Like, I mean, movies, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I don't think it's that crazy. It's an immensely look. The gaming industry is huge, and with each new generation, gaming gets more and more and more and more popular, and more people. It's So it's like what Fortnite is doing with the promotionals is just the precursor for what we're going to see with live action or live marketing space in games moving forward. You know what I mean? So what other game is advertising other games? Well, I mean, a lot of them collab and stuff like that. What are you talking about? What other game is advertising other games? Lost Ark has done Witcher collabs. I mean, dude, don't do that. Come on. Witcher 3 promotes Gwent. Yeah, get wrecked, Wick. Assassin's Creed had crossover with Destiny. Thanks. Wick, stop, dude. Are they one of the more prominent ones doing it? Absolutely, because they're a huge, massive platform where a lot of people play on a consistent basis. So yeah, but they're not the only ones doing it. And I mean, you know, so you can't act like Fortnite are the only ones doing collaborations, man. And it's not like they invented this space or anything either. You've got such a hard on, dude, for Fortnite. It's insane. Wick, dude, it just had to get light enough for me to see to turn around. Oh, nice. You really do, bro. I don't have anything against Fortnite. Wick's got they've done a great thing. I'm not saying that they haven't like really evolved what it means to have a lot of collaborations and promotions and things like that in this space or anything. I'm not like, dude, I'm telling you, man, Wick takes anything about Fortnite that comes off as potentially not being amazing. Somebody saying that Fortnite might not be amazing, and it just he loses it, dude. It's over. What do you mean, bro? You need your soul cleansed right now. Fortnite is the best. Okay. I don't have anything against Fortnite, dog. I'm just being realistic about the situation. Promotions in video games have been there forever. Advertising in video games has been there forever. I'm not saying that they haven't done an amazing job and become one of the more absolutely, I would say, the most prominent space for collaborations and incorporating mashups in their games and everything, Dude, click on meme channel right now. You're a troll, bro. You're the one that starts all this. You know what I mean? You start it, I just finish it, dog. You can dish it out. You just can't take it, brother. What is this, dude? Hey, man, don't be jealous. Just because my kids be cooking some dope food, keeping me chonky, bro. You be having to go to mama's house and getting meal prep done from mom's. You know what I mean? I did it the smart way. You still be going to mama's house, dude. You know what I mean? I don't gotta go anywhere, dude. I made minions, brother. Dude, my kids are awesome. We're actually doing game night tonight. We have to do game night tonight. We usually do it on Thursdays. We got to do game night tonight because my daughter's got a drama class all week long. So the rest of the week. I mean, I cook. I'm a pretty good cook too, but I wake up at 5 in the morning and I don't usually afford myself time to like cook food. So I'm usually just like grubbing on like leftovers or something quick. I just don't get up early enough to cook. But my son's been getting into cooking. He's like learning how to cook eggs and stuff. So he just always is like, yo, you want some eggs? I'm cooking some anyways. Yeah. Reject, what's up? Hi, bro. I'll accept that, dude. I'll accept that. Yeah. Ray J, what's up, brother? Miss Bat, I'm glad you got turned around, dude. That's great. Your eggs are expensive? Dog, everybody's eggs are expensive. Doesn't matter. Eggs are like flipping gold, dude. So, yeah, we got the crossover here for the Fortnite stuff. That's very cool. Don't say anything derogatory, or Wick will probably ban you because he's got an issue, you know. But I'll unban you, so don't worry about it. Wait, God, that escalated quickly. Oh, dude. All right, Switch game free to download for one more day. A Nintendo Switch and Switch. All right, dude. Why don't they just say Switch console game is currently free on the Nintendo eShop? There are two catches. The first is that the deal expires today, guys. It expires today. When exactly today, we don't know, but presumably it will be at the end of the day. The other catch is that this offer is only available to Amazon Prime subscribers via Prime Gaming. If you don't have an Amazon Prime subscription, you are out of luck. As for the game itself, it's a smaller downloadable only title called Mom Hid My Game. Normally, the game in question only runs at $4.99 US, so virtually $5 US. So this isn't the biggest savings ever, but it's very uncommon for games to be made free via Nintendo eShop. Why this is, we don't know, but it applies to all consoles, which rarely get free game promotions like Steam does. Released by Hap and Kimco, the game has a 73 on Metacritic, or at least the Nintendo Switch version does. Meanwhile, the Metacritic user review score is 7.1. In other words, critics and general consumers seem to be in agreement about the game's quality. It's going to be entertaining enough. It's a 7 out of 10. That's good. It's good. It's not going to blow you away, but it's good. On Switch, the game only requires a humble 433 megabytes of space, which is great because there isn't a ton of hard drive space on the Switch. For 433 megabytes, and at the moment, no extra cost, you get a game that supports all three modes of play, handheld TV and tabletop, and the following language options: English, French, German, Italian, and Spanish. Somewhat entertaining, fairly short game. Yeah, I didn't expect a ton out of it for a game that's normally $5, but it's free, man. Look, you can't argue with free content, really. I mean, I don't think that I would be jumping to go grab a game that was like rated a 5 out of 10 or anything like that. You know, those aren't normally games that I'm like, oh, I really need to go grab that. But something that's like a 7 out of 10 and it's free, even if it's something that's maybe a short title, it's usually going to be worth a look at, especially on something that's like a handheld console that doesn't necessarily always have a lot of extra space on it, unless you've got a large expansion card in there or something. And it's something easy to download and just have available in case you need to like take a trip and you just want to play something real quick or something, an occasion like that, right? Savage this one. Yeah, dude, chat is popping off today, dude. Wick is the catalyst here, too. Wick gets in these. So he cut his hand yesterday. He got ice rabies. And then he had to make smoothies all day, which made him even angrier. And now today, dude, he's just in a flippin' mood. He's got ice rabies. And, he's got the smoothie anger popping off. Flippin' emo kid Wick. So yeah, it's a whole thing today. Wick's in a mood. Be careful, guys. He can't even control like the his emotions, and he's got that green sword too, so just be real careful. Resident Evil 4 Remake reveals gorgeous steelbook images. Capcom's Resident Evil 4 Remake is set to arrive in just a few short weeks. Fans can purchase a gorgeous steelbook to keep their disc inside. Put your disc inside it. God dang, dude. Today's a trip, dude. Just put your disc inside it. Steelbooks are usually included as a pre-order bonus or as a part of an expensive collector's edition. For Resident Evil fans that want to snag this one don't have to drop a lot of money to add this one to their collection. The Steelbook is actually being sold separate from the game at Best Buy locations for $10 US. Certainly a lot cheaper than the one that comes with the $250 US collector's edition. Images of the Steelbook were shared by @Wario64 and can be found in the tweet embedded below. Readers can pre-order the Steelbook from Best Buy right here at this link. Let's take a look at this. Go. I love these little Steelbooks, dude. I really do. I've got one for original Demon Souls. I got the collector's edition of like Demon Souls and Dragon's Age Origins. So I showed them off not too long ago. Some of these little steelbooks are really neat. As can be seen from the images, the steelbook case features art of Leon S. Kennedy, Ashley Graham, and a group of villagers infected with the Lost Plagas parasite. Sharp-looking image. It's notably different from the one included in the game's collector's edition, so hardcore Resident Evil fans might even want to grab both. Yeah, just $250 for the collector's edition, dude. Jesus. I mean, oh, God. The original version of RE4 released for the GameCube in 2005. That game marked a massive departure from past games in the series. Quickly became a fan favorite. Over the last 18 years, RE4 has been ported to countless platforms, often with new quality of life improvements. Given how many times RE4 has been re-released, it will be interesting to see the reception of the game's remake, how closely it will adhere to what Capcom has done in the past. Remaking a game that's already well regarded can be a pretty tall task, yeah. But hopefully Capcom will be able to deliver, yeah. Meeting time? All right, reject. Yeah, dude. Yo, by the way, Wick's acting like he isn't here anymore or whatever. Uh, he didn't even flip and react, dude. He wants me to oh, dude, Owl Ferret. Yo, check that out. I dig it. Yeah, nice ferret. Nice. Very nice. You know, he wants me to react all the time. But dude, he put something in the art section yesterday, and I did a reply gif that was like perfect, and got nothing from him. You know what I mean? That's who Wick is. That's what Wick does. Lego Batman 4 and Lego Mandalorian DLC reportedly in development. Lego Batman 4 is reportedly in the works after years of waiting for a new entry in the series. The Lego games are some of the most beloved games out there because of how accessible they are for all ages, how they adapt. You're stone cold. You wish you were stone cold, dog. And how they adapt beloved. You're more like Sidney Crosby, dude. How they adapt beloved franchises in a unique, fun way. Have a gross looking mustache and, go on the DL if you break a nail. You know what I'm saying? Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and many other big franchises have all gotten the Lego treatment. All of the games have been really well received. And although they all follow a pretty similar formula, it has evolved with time to become more layered and complex, allowing for more nuanced games with more to do than just smacking a Lego figure a few times until it shatters. Dude, the trolls are the trolls are so hot today in chat, dude. It is popping off, dude. Wick, bro. Oh, dude. Yo, Wick, I need a smoothie. I need a smoothie, dog. I need a smoothie. Oh, dude. Yo, the Lego games are really cool. That's what I was saying earlier, Ferret. Yeah. Lego games are a cool time, man. There are a lot of really good ones, too. They're, really funny, and they're just a cool time to, go blow stuff up. And, hey, yeah, they're cool games. I hope your eggs are cold. They are. You don't need to hope. Yeah, the toast is going to be stale, too, but it's slathered in butter. It'll be all right. God, Wick. Wick, I love you, dude. Oh, Jesus. Lego games are some of the most beloved games out there because of how accessible they are for all ages and how they adapt beloved franchises in a unique, fun way. Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and many other big franchises have all gotten the Lego treatment. All the games have been really well received, and although they all follow a pretty similar formula, it has evolved with time to become more layered and complex, allowing for more nuanced games with more to do than just smacking a Lego figure a few times until it shatters. You know what I did, dude? It's just knowing how trolled out you are right now is just gonna make it all taste good anyways, dude. It's alright. It doesn't matter how cold or stale it is. Everything that's going on right now is just gonna make it all taste great. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga really gave the combat in these games a bit more depth, and hopefully we'll see that taken further in TT Games' next Lego game. As spotted by PlayStation Lifestyle, a comment left on a Fanbyte article about the internal state of TT Games revealed that the developer has canceled a number of projects, including a Lego Disney game. But there are 2 projects still up and running at the studio. The team is working on Lego Batman 4 and Mandalorian DLC for Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. As of right now, these projects have yet to be confirmed, but in a now deleted series of tweets, a former TT Games employee named Steven Sharples seemed to confirm it was authentic by pointing out the comment after noting that there are, quote, more leaks than a flippin' sieve, more leaks than a sieve at TT Games. The last Lego Batman game was released in 2014, but there was a spin-off centered around DC supervillains that was released in 2018. Nevertheless, there is still a pretty big gap between DC Lego games, and given it hasn't been announced yet, assuming it's real, it will likely grow for another couple of years. Of course, take these rumors with a grain of salt till officially confirmed. Hope the new Witcher doesn't fix Roach's mechanics. They won't, dude. CDPR can't release anything, by the way. I'm not anticipating anything from CDPR. Are you kidding me? Here, I got you. Hold on. Hold on, Doc. Did I put that in there last night, by the way? Oh, yeah. 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 Okay. Here you go, dude. I got you. Oh, dude. Wow, bro. Never had half the issues OA had with horses in Breath of the Wild. Dude, I don't know. I don't like the mounts. Dude, the mounts, I love the mount in Elden Ring. I love the mount in Elden Ring. I thought they did a great job with the mount in Elden Ring. But like the mount in Witcher was trash. I didn't like the mount in Breath of the Wild either. I got thrown off of it all the time. I was like, this is trash. I'm not using this. Am I? Do we go back in time? What's happening? Great PC games are up to 90% off in Humble's winter sale. Hundreds of AAA and indie games are on sale through February 7th via Humble Bundle, dude. Humble does a lot of charity stuff, too. This is cool. Humble's massive winter sale is now live, discounting hundreds of PC games for as much as 90% off from now until February 7th. Humble's winter sale includes dozens of titles from major publishers like Bandai Namco, Capcom, PlayStation, as well as beloved indies. Perfect excuse to grab games you might have missed out on, like 2018's God of War on PC for just $30. One of my all-time favorites after I played that, by the way. It's one of my top 5 all-time favorite games. God of War, I played it when it released on PC. I was blown away. The game was amazing. Hollow Knight for $7.50. There you go, Wick. Oh, sorry, forgot you couldn't progress in that game. It was too hard for you. My bad, dude. But for anybody else that is interested, Hollow Knight's an amazing Metroidvania, and to get that for $7.50, great buy right there. Or Cyberpunk 2077 for $30, normally $60. I won't support CDPR, but you do you. Well, I mean, I mauled through games. That was a very difficult play. It was a very difficult play. But I was blown away by that game. I literally there was very little I could say about that game. Yes, but I know it's good now. I mean, there's something to be said for developers standing by their game and turning it into something decent after the fact. But look, man, there are things about CDPR that I'm not a fan of. Okay, and it's not just the release of that game, right? The Witcher 3 is a hot mess still. I just did a 280-hour playthrough of The Witcher 3. That game is still a hot flipping mess. It's full of bugs, dog. That game came out in like 2016, 2017, something like that. Cyberpunk, they released in a even much worse state than they even did 2015. Thanks. Than they even did with Witcher 3. You know what I mean? And then the kinds of things they get up to with they came out with a quote not too long ago whenever they announced the big expansion for Cyberpunk, and this is the kind of crap that I don't like from developers, man. Someone on Reddit for CDPR: cheaters, deceivers, professional robbers. Kind of like it. Um, so for me, they came out recently. They announced that big expansion for Cyberpunk, and yeah, cool. They've done a solid job of getting that game back on track, and but it was abysmal, dude. It was a terrible nightmare of a game on release. No game should ever be in that state on release, right? And then they get it into something decent, and then they go, okay, now we got a big expansion coming, and now we got this big expansion coming, and they are quoted. CDPR executives are quoted, and big developers at some of the main people in that company, that development studio, quoted as saying, I can't remember who it was specifically, but was quoted as saying, now people will finally be able, what's up, business? People will finally be able to experience Cyberpunk fully the way it was always meant to be experienced. Which I already have an issue with. And not only that, but along with that quote and the announcement of that DLC, they go, oh yeah, and by the way, nobody will be able to play the expansion on previous gen consoles. Which is asinine to me. They released that game on previous gen consoles. If they're going to release any kind of expansions for it in the future, they should also be playable on previous gen consoles. Especially coming out with a quote like that. So CDPR can get wrecked. I find that to be just really, really scummy. And they go, oh, well, we'll give anybody an upgrade that has the game on the previous gen console. We'll give them a free upgrade to new gen console. Not everybody has $500 to go spend on a new gen console, dude, or can even find one for that matter. So I have issues with CDPR outside of just the way they've released their games. That's a big part of it, but that's a scummy developer, dude. I promote their GOG. I like GOG. I think GOG is a good platform. I love the fact they're DRM free and everything like that. But outside of that, man, the fact that playing Witcher 3 recently and seeing how many bugs are still in that game and hearing about how terribly buggy it was on release and seeing that they didn't progress to get better, they actually got worse with their release to Cyberpunk, just shows me a bad trend. And then this other crap I've seen come from them afterwards with the expansion and the things they've said, it would take a lot for me to change my mind about the way I feel about Cyberpunk or CDPR at this point. That's me. Busy King, what's up, buddy? What else do we have here? So, yeah, the game was incredibly difficult. I play every game I play on the hardest difficulty, and the hardest difficulty on God of War was incredibly difficult, dude, incredibly difficult. And one of the main gripes for me about any third-person game I play, you know what I'm gonna say. Any third-person game I play, the camera always has issues, which ends up getting me into some really bad situations. Yeah, I know you're capping, but dude, I'm not lying. Every third-person ARPG I play, the camera is balls. Especially anytime you get pushed into a piece of environment, the camera just gets wonky. That was about the only thing I could say negative about that experience, though. I loved God of War. I know you're not a big God of War fan, too, so you're kind of trolling me a little bit, so I know that. But I loved it. I loved that experience. But that's my take, Spuds. Or Spud Solutions. Sorry, brother. That is why I have such an issue with developers like CDPR and paying attention to what they do, what they've done in the past, and what they do moving forward for their player base, their community, us as consumers. Dude, I find them to be very, very, very scummy, brother. Back to it, baby. Wick, I can't believe Wick didn't say anything about me trolling him out about Hollow Knight right here. These slower recent months are also a great time to catch up on recent JRPGs, and Humble has several on sale. Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate for $40, which, from what I understand, still it has not been fully fixed by Square for PC. Wick gave up on Hollow Knight. I know. That's why I keep trolling him about it. We troll each other a lot. We bust on each other a lot. Don't take that the wrong way, chat. I need to think about my words more carefully before I just throw them out there. That didn't sound good. But yeah, I know. He was like asking me about Hollow Knight, and I told him how great it was, and we streamed Hollow Knight. But it not safe for work. But yeah, look, man. I already know how this chat is. I know how they were going to take that comment, so I just in before chat. Okay. Jesus, the God dang it, man. So Hollow Knight, yeah, Ferret. Hollow Knight was an amazing experience. I love Metroidvanias though. And I asked Wick, I was like, so when are you playing Hollow Knight? And after he finally tried it, he was like, I can't play that game. So I've been trolling him about it ever since. Well, you can't even finish Hollow Knight, bro. So these slower recent months are also a great time to catch up on recent JRPGs, and Humble has several on sale. I want to play this very badly, but this is I have a lot of trouble right now with Square Enix too. This is a game that got ported over to PC that had a lot of issues on the port over, and they basically just didn't do anything about it. It was a very bad port, a lot of stuttering, a lot of frame drop stuff, and they just luckily the community came to the rescue and created some mods that fixed a lot of it. But for me, that's not a great solution, and I don't want to give my money to them. So Persona 5 Royal for 42, Triangle Strategy for 36. You can grab RPG Maker MZ for 44 and try making your own role-playing games. Oh, you're good, Biz and King. How's them Cheerios, bro? There are hundreds of other games on sale in Humble's winter sale, including co-op shooters like Deep Rock Galactic, story-rich single-player action games like Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy, deep strategy games like RimWorld, and more. We rounded up some of our favorite Humble winter sales deals in the list below. I'll go to Humble just a second. But they've got a list here. Dude, Celeste, Civilization, Anthology, Cult of the Lamb. Great. Hello, Bethesda community fixes. Yeah. I mean, but that's another, dude, that link that I just put in there, Mithril, into the chat, I talk about Bethesda right there, too, in that link, that highlight that I made last night. I talk about CDPR and Bethesda, because as I'm talking about CDPR, somebody pings me about Bethesda, and I'm like, I feel the same way about Bethesda, because Hod Towered, you know what I mean? Old Aunt Todd. Everything just works, right? I don't want to play anything from Bethesda on release. Because they're usually buggy messes, man. And unfortunately, it's always the community to the rescue, which feels terrible. I love the fact that there are so many people that are willing to devote their time and skill sets to fixing issues in games that aren't naturally part of the development team, to get us a playable experience and to make the games feel better and put cool mods in and stuff. So that's not what I'm talking about. But it shouldn't mods. We shouldn't have to worry about fixing games on release. We shouldn't have to worry about, as a community of gamers, fixing what developers failed to do for us in making a game feel polished on release. That's not what modding should be about. Modding should be about finding ways to incorporate some cool, unique, different kind of stuff into the games to maybe like quality of life stuff or things like that, or putting a Barbie doll in as a sword or something like that. Wild, crazy stuff like that. Not necessarily fixing things that developers can't get right. That feels terrible. It makes me not want to give them my money, man. Uh, there's all kinds of Neon White, dude. Guardians of the Galaxy Inscription is an amazing game for card players, dude. It's not a competitive card playing game, but Inscription's amazing. Hashtag Barbie dolls and swords. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to my mind. Probably because I've been playing with Barbie dolls a lot. I really haven't, but I figured that's what chat was going to go to. So in before chat. God of War, Remake Integrate, Nobody Saves the World, supposed to be cool. Octopath Traveler, yeah. Outer Wilds, Persona 5 Royal, Psychonauts 2, Riftbreaker, Red Dead Redemption. There's all kinds of stuff in Valheim. Wasteland 3, Yakuza Like a Dragon, baby. Let's go look at Humble real quick. The thing about them is they're also all about like a lot of their proceeds go to charity and stuff. There's their winter sale. See, this is their main site. That's their main site right there. But they've got a lot of their proceeds go to charities, and you'll see like their bundles. You can pay like they've got these bundles they'll do, right? In case you missed it. So they got like this in case you missed it stuff. And you can decide how much you want to spend. And if you pay 28, you get everything. Or 23, you get all 7 items. You can give more though to go towards charities that they support, right? Or you can pay less, get a few less games, get a few less games. Things like that. This is a really cool site. And they've got the sale going on, like I said. So if you just go to their main site, click here, look at their Humble Winter Sale, then you'll see all the stuff they have on sale. Yeah. Justin Roiland is no longer part of Squanch Games after felony charges. We talked about this. We knew that he had charges pending. Not too long after High on Life got released, we found out that, 2018? I think there was a former employee of Squanch Games that settled out of court with Squanch over some sexual harassment allegations, or something like that. And then there was also there's some stemming charges on Justin Roiland from like 2020, a couple of different charges about domestic abuse. And we were kind of waiting to see what was going to come about this. And here we are. Rick and Morty and Squanch Games co-founder Justin Roiland is out as CEO of the High on Life developer. The company announced Tuesday. The company tweeted from its official Twitter account that Roiland resigned last week on January 16th. The news of Roiland's resignation comes hours after Adult Swim cut ties with the Rick and Morty creator. Roiland is facing felony domestic abuse charges stemming from an incident in 2020. His arrest and charges went unreported publicly until NBC News first reported the case in January. The passionate team at Squanch will keep developing games we know our fans will love while continuing to support and improve High on Life. Squanch Games tweeted, Squanch Games has not responded to Polygon's request for additional comment. Rick and Morty co-creator was arrested in August of 2020 and released on a $50,000 bond over the 2 felony charges, 1 count of domestic battery and another for false imprisonment. He faces several years in prison if convicted. Roiland pleaded not guilty to both charges on at his October 14th, 2020 arraignment. His next hearing is in April. Roiland's lawyer maintains his innocence on the 2 felonies. Squanch Games' most recent game, High on Life, was released late last year to great success. It was the biggest Game Pass launch of the year. Roiland started the studio with former Epic Games executive producer Tanya Watson in 2016. She served as CEO until she left the studio in February of 2021. Squanch Games has released 4 games, accounting Dr. Splorchy Presents Space Heroes, Trover Saves the Universe, and High on Life. Squanch, like I said right here, Squanch Games itself faced a sexual harassment, discrimination, and wrongful termination lawsuit in 2018. Roiland was not named in the lawsuit, Kotaku reported. The lawsuit named former technical director Jeff Dixon as the perpetrator of the harassment. The lawsuit was settled in 2019. Yeah, so again, what I want people to understand here is before jumping to conclusions, right? There's a process that needs to take place here, which is the release of evidence, this entire court process that's going to go down. He's pleaded not guilty, right? Which means he's got a process of going through the court systems to present evidence, let his lawyers work on this, and we'll find out what happens. There's usually two sides to every story. So I would prompt people to not jump to conclusions about situations like this, right? If Mr. Royland here is in fact guilty in some form or fashion of these charges, domestic battery, false imprisonment, whatever, it's terrible and he deserves to suffer the consequences, right? But I would just prompt everybody to maybe take a step back. Let's wait until we get some more details about what happens. We'll wait until the court case or the trial happens, and we'll find out some more details here. So the big thing to note here is that Justin Roiland, the co-creator of Rick and Morty and High on Life, and the co-developer of the or creator of the development Squanch Games, is no longer part of the Squanch Games development studio and is no longer part of like Rick and Morty or anything. He's basically done with all that. Pretty crazy. We'll find out more as we move forward, okay? Washington Post shutting down gaming section amid wider layoffs. Launcher won't survive the latest round of cuts at Amazon billionaire, the name which we do not say his newspaper. Be cool, chat. Don't get the channel banned. The Washington Post imposed more layoffs on Tuesday, just a week after owner Jeff Bezos. Oh, I said it. Oh no! Be nice, Twitch mods. Visited its Washington, D.C. I was just reading. Office. Among the ritual sacrifices will be Launcher, the newspaper's burgeoning gaming section. Yeah, I didn't. I think I recall, like, at this point, it brings up some, like, vague recollection of coming across this at some point in the past, but I kind of came across this morning, and I was like, oh, wait, they had that? Which routinely broke important news stories, landed big interviews, and asked the tough questions. Launcher had only just turned 3 years old last fall and was one of the few attempts by a mainstream media outlet to tackle the unwieldy world of video games in a way that wasn't condescending or misinformed. Kotaku understands that some of its team will be reassigned to other parts of the Washington Post while the others will be laid off. Due to their union contracts, those affected will still remain employed until March 31st. 50 positions are reportedly being eliminated overall, including 30 vacancies that will go unfilled and 20 staff who will no longer have jobs. We are also eliminating currently filled positions we concluded are not essential to serving our competitive needs. Executive editor Sally Busby wrote in a memo to staff at the same time that the new hires within the company were still being announced. Mr. Big Bucks, who is worth over $100 billion, bought the Washington Post back in 2013 for just $250 million. His yacht is rumored to cost twice as much, despite a boom in paid subscribers during the chaos-filled Trump years. Managers at the paper have reportedly been in disagreement over how to expand and grow in the years ahead. This prompted an in-person visit from Mr. Big Bucks last week, where he maintained he was fully committed to the paper and just there to listen. The closure of Launcher comes while companies across the rest of media shed jobs as the Federal Reserve attempts to manufacture a recession to appease Wall Street investors. Games media has been hit especially hard with recent layoffs at IGN, Game Informer, Fanbyte, GameSpot, Giant Bomb, and more. The video game industry, meanwhile, is projected by some analysts to grow to $300 billion US before the end of the decade. Interesting. Amid layoffs to many game developers and just tech businesses as well. Here we go. Riot Games is being held to ransom over League of Legends code. Yo, Ferret, thanks for popping this into the suggestions of the Discord, buddy. Appreciate it. A tough week for Riot Games has become even more complex as the company recently confirmed it has been hacked by an unknown third party. We hit on this over the past couple of days. but we didn't know exactly about the extent of what we had seen was that it was going to affect their ability to roll out updates for their games moving forward. That was it. But now it looks like we're getting some more details. Source code for 2 of its games, League of Legends and Teamfight Tactics, have reportedly been stolen in the intrusion, with the hackers nabbing data for experimental new features and game modes. Riot Games does not believe any personal player information has been caught up in this hack, although it has speculated the code may birth new League of Legends cheats that will need to be fended off in the future. Yikers. According to the company analysis, the method of attack has now been identified, with the hackers initiating a social engineering ploy which manipulated access likely via current employees. Rough. The source code lifted during the attack is now being held for ransom, with Riot Games confirming it has received an email threat pertaining to the hack. Over the weekend, our analysis confirmed source code for League, Teamfight Tactics, and a legacy anti-cheat platform were exfiltrated by the attackers. Today, we received a ransom email. Needless to say, we won't pay, it said on Twitter. While this attack disrupted our build environment and could cause issues in the future, most importantly, we remain confident that no player data or player personal information was compromised. Truthfully, any exposure of source code can increase the likelihood of new cheats emerging. Since the attack, we've been working to assess its impact on anti-cheat and to be prepared to deploy fixes as quickly as possible if needed. The illegally obtained source code also includes a number of experimental features. While we hope some of these game modes and other changes eventually make it out to players, most of this content is in prototype and there's no guarantee it will ever be released. Our security teams and globally recognized external consultants continue to evaluate the attack and audit our systems. We've also notified law enforcement and are in active cooperation with them as they investigate the attack and the group behind it. Riot Games has committed to transparency and promised to provide updates as the investigation continues, and it works to monitor potential intrusions. For now, this means company resources will be focused away from new patches and content, but Riot has promised regular patch cadence will return as the situation clears up. We'll likely learn more about this intrusion and its impact on regular play in the coming weeks. We'll keep tabs. We will keep tabs here, but that's a rough situation for Riot. Sounds like they're handling it in stride, but I don't think we've seen all that this is going to really have to offer here in regards to the impact this will have on Riot moving forward. So we'll keep track, okay? Xbox Game Pass is losing 4 more games very soon. Yes, as it does on a regular basis, Microsoft is removing more titles from Xbox Game Pass in the near future. At least 4 titles are leaving the program on January 31st, according to a notification that popped up in the Xbox Game Pass app seen by GameSpot. The 4 games leaving on January 31st include Telling Lies, Donut County, Worms WMD, and Taiko no Tatsujin, the Drum Master. As usual, Game Pass subscribers can save 20% on titles when buying them outright. So that's a silver lining should fans want to keep any of these titles for playing after the removal date. Yep. Game Pass has so far added 3 games in January, including Monster Hunter Rise, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 3 Portable. There is a talk down here of how you could get 2 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for a great price. Also, if you're interested, okay. So let me link this for everybody just in case you need some of that information. All right. There you go. Here we go. I'm about to get into the last article of the day. If you have anything to add, let me know in chat, and I will discuss it. We'll talk about it, and we'll hit on it before we move on to what will probably be day 8 of our playthrough of The Forest with our buddy My Name is Pinky before we get into the Xbox Bethesda Showcase, which will be popping off here in roughly 5.5 hours. Okay? Hit on some free titles real quick. Go get Epistory Typing Chronicles, right? This is the last day. This will be free. Tomorrow becomes Adios. And Hell is Others. Welcome to the neighborhood. Okay? So don't forget to go get your free games. Free games. Easy. Can't argue with that. Last article. Here we go. Microsoft says Xbox monthly active users hit a record 120 million. Company also reports new highs for Game Pass subscriptions during its second quarter. During Microsoft's second quarter earnings call on Tuesday, CEO Satya Nadella also claimed Xbox saw new highs for Game Pass during the quarter. In gaming, we continue to pursue our ambition to give players more choice to play great games wherever, whenever, and however they want. Quote, we saw new highs for Game Pass subscriptions, game streaming hours, and monthly active devices, and monthly active users surpassed a record 120 million during the quarter. Quote, we continue to invest to add value to Game Pass, Nadella continued. This quarter, we partnered with Riot Games to make the company's PC and mobile games, along with premium content, available to subscribers. And finally, we are energized by our upcoming line of AAA launches, including exciting new titles from ZeniMax and Xbox Game Studios, and we'll be sharing details and gameplay at our showcase today. Excited for Redfall? I'm excited for you to be excited for Redfall. Yeah. um, I mean, it's honestly Starfield looks better than Redfall to me. No. I mean, there's something about Redfall that just didn't really grab me. And dude, I'm a vampire fan. Like, I love vampires. But there's just something about the game that didn't hit me right. I don't know quite what it is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It didn't. I'm not talking. I've talked enough today, and I talk enough about obviously my issues with a lot of long term, big time developers, and how I have issues with wanting to jump into their games on day one release. I'm not talking about that. There's just something about the game that hasn't really. It didn't hit me right in the trailers and gameplay and stuff I've seen. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it, which is what's weird. There's something about it that has been just a bit off-putting, and I'm not sure exactly what it is. Starfield, for me, looks a lot better than Redfall does for some reason. But I don't know. I hope it's good, Spud. This is my thing, and I want everybody to understand this. I always want all game releases to be amazing. That is just good for us as gaming enthusiasts. That's good for the health of the industry. That's good for our relationship with developers and vice versa. I don't want any kind of release to be bad, but the way I feel about a lot of these developers is due to the history that I've seen, and the trends that I've seen come out of a lot of these developers, and I can't help but feel that way. So it's not me being a cynic. I hope people understand that there is a trend of things that have happened in this industry with some of these developers that have resulted in me being this way with some of these developers, and so there are some that I won't play their games at all. Blizzard, right now, there are some that I won't play their games on release. There's just an amount of these developers that I feel like have lost their way, and I need to see something better moving forward before it's going to change my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I do, man. I hope it's great. I hope you absolutely enjoy it. And Spud, if you're playing it on release, dude, I would love to hear your review of what the game has to offer and how you feel about it. I want that from everybody to come share with us. If I'm not playing a game on release or whatever, and somebody else is, I would love to hear what people have to say about the title, how they feel about it, and what we could potentially expect from it. Absolutely. Finally, we are energized by our upcoming line of AAA launches, including exciting new titles from ZeniMax and Xbox Game Studios, and we'll be sharing details and gameplay at our showcase today. Microsoft announced earlier on Tuesday that gaming revenue generated by its Xbox division during 3 months ended in December 2022 declined by 13% year over year. during a product showcase on Wednesday, Microsoft is expected to announce release dates for several highly anticipated Xbox games, including Redfall and Forza Motorsport. We are not supposed to be seeing anything today on Starfield. And honestly, I think that Redfall will release before the end of March. I think that we're going to see a lot of stuff on Redfall today, and maybe it'll change my mind, Spud. Who knows? We're gonna watch the showcase today. Again, it's going to pop off here in just over 5 hours from now, and we're going to watch it. And there's going to be a lot of Redfall in it. So maybe it'll change my mind over what I'd seen previously. It's quite possible. But we're going to see a lot of stuff from them, but we will not see anything on Starfield, apparently. They are going to do a separate standalone showcase later on that is going to give us a dedicated look at what Starfield will bring us later on. So that's what we can expect later on today. Long news segment today. A lot of news, though. I knew it was going to be long. We had a lot of good conversations, a lot of good laughs. Thank you, Wick. Thanks to everybody. You guys are hilarious, man. I love starting the day doing the news. It really gets me jacked up to get in there and start playing some games. But, having you guys chime in here and get me laughing and stuff, too, is an amazing thing. I enjoy it very much. All of you guys. I had to shout out Wick there because I trolled him out pretty hard. I trolled Wick out pretty hard there, so I needed to shout him out. I love all you guys. I do. I had to show some special love there. Okay, I think I hit Wick in the feels a little bit. I got some good trolls in there on him today, so I had to give him a special little shout out to Wick Mod today. Did he? Oh wait, there's still something in the memes. There's something new in the memes. Hold on, what did he do? Oh, I already looked at that. I think I already saw it, dude. Yeah, no, I already saw it. Yeah, he had me look at it. Yeah, he had me look at it. Yeah. You guys are wild, dude. Look. Yeah. Thanks, Ferret. Yeah, we'll watch it after I sum up the news segment here. Thanks, buddy. Wait. Didn't I watch it yesterday? I showed everybody yesterday. I mean, I can show it again, but wait, what? Oh, yeah. I'll take a look at it, dude. I'll take a look at it after the news segment. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. I'll take a look at it, dude. So you're all amazing. Okay. You really are, dude. I appreciate you so very much. It was a really good news segment. We're going to get pushing on with our video gaming stuff here. Hopefully, Pinky will be able to play today, and we'll run into the forest now, day 8, and try to keep progressing. Syke, you know I love you too, dude. I love all you guys, man. I really do, man. You guys mean a lot to me. We joke around a lot, and we troll each other out a lot, but you guys do mean an immense amount to me. Just helping to create such an amazing community here for all of us to be a part of, and helping me to have just an even more amazing time doing what I already love to do, which is just play games, talk about the gaming industry, and I'm just really passionate about it, man. And you guys help me to have just a 100% more amazing time doing what I love to do in the first place. So you guys rock very much. Thank you. On that note, if anybody is coming across this content and you're enjoying it, whether it be here on our Twitch channel as a highlight or on our YouTube page as a VOD, and you're enjoying the content, you're enjoying the antics that we all get up to here in this community, these amazing individuals that are part of what we do here, come hang out with us, man. 6 o'clock a.m. CST or 7 o'clock Eastern or it would be 4 o'clock Pacific. That's about the best I can do as far as time zones, okay? But come hang out with us. That's when we go live. We start off all of our streams 7 days a week at that time with video gaming news before we jump into whatever gaming content we have slated for the rest of the day, okay? Other than that, you guys stay healthy, stay safe, be kind to one another, and we will catch everybody tomorrow.
We're on a break!
Tomorrow for January 26th edition of Video Gaming News, and probably more for us, all right? Now I'm gonna eat my cold breakfast.